This time on the Iron Empire, more progression on the Ford LTD. Okay, so it's been a couple more weeks and I've finally got time to come back and do a little bit more work on the LTD. Obviously, the back end's temporarily lower. I'll be looking for a set of king springs to throw in the back of it. But at the moment, it's sitting sweet. Bars all back on. And for tonight, I've only got a little bit of time, so I'd like to put a set of white walls on it because it's killing me not having it done. And I wouldn't mind putting one of the other trims on it if I can find it and polish it up and stuff. So I'm just hanging to get out and go for a cruise in this thing, even though it's looking a bit like a junker. But I want to go for a cruise, take it in the car wash, hose it off, and see how it handles driving around the street. Let's get into it. Dinner's here. Alright, so obviously I've been busy doing the interior on this thing. I've shampooed the seats and didn't actually do the door trims yet. Done the carpet. As you can see here, the carpet's come up really good. The other side come up pretty good. The seats are not too bad. It's actually worn through, if you can see there, like that's where the velour is still good, and then it's worn through to nothing there. There's a few little stains here. I'm going to try and have another crack at that, but basically repeatedly cleaning it because it will get better with time. But I had to be careful because obviously with this vacuum that I'm using, if you go too hard, it will literally suck off old fabric that hasn't, it's already lost its sort of durability. So there's a few things I want to do, like fix this lid. Obviously the dash there is pretty crusty, but the rest of it's all come up pretty nice. It's all been cleaned, armor-alled. I haven't got into the back yet, but for now I just want to give it a clean off because it's been filthy for far too long, and maybe go for another little drive up and down the road, see how it goes.
Ford LTD. 17-inch mags. Killer for going down Honey Street. One painted mirror. Fresh. Sunroof as well. Plenty of extras here.
Alright, Right, so down for one more day on the LTD before I go back to work for the first time this year, which sucks. The plan for today is just do a few little maintenance things on the car and maybe continue on with some shampooing inside. So I'm gonna start with the top radiator hose, which is like a rescue bloody universal thing, which sucks. It's all crimped up down here. Crimped up, not letting any flow through. So I got one of these. Also, I've been hooked up by Auto One at Clovercrest. They have sorted me out with LEDs for the tail lights and new headlights, globes and high beam globes. And the reason I'm going LEDs in the rear of these things, these are factory tint, and they are pretty common for having pretty bad lighting in the back, especially during the day. So brake lights are very hard to see on those. So I'm going to go with LEDs and see how it comes up with that. So I'm going to get stuck into a bit of boring maintenance stuff today. And then, yeah, if all going to plan, I might go for a bigger drive than down the road and back. Should be sweet. This is the difference between LEDs and globes. As you can see, the globes are nearly non-existent. LEDs, awesome. So in the end, after getting completely sidetracked and fully overhauling the tail lights on the LTD, throwing in the LED lights and putting all of it back together, we ended up going for a quick drive down to the car wash, which is admittedly only about 2 k's away, but car seemed to go okay. The instrument cluster, the dash is completely dead, so there's obviously some sort of wiring issue there, but come back, made it there and back, so that was all good. But overall, really happy with how the back end of this car is coming up, with the back end looking nice and tidy. Obviously a lot to go with the bodywork, but it's something that I can just chip away with at the moment, and I'm happy to drive it around as is. At the moment, it's living back at Jake's shop still for when I want to pop in and do a little bit of work here and there. But the next time I'm down at Jake's, I'll be doing some work on the XB, so stay tuned for that. I'd also like to say, for anyone who missed out on the new Build It, Break It, Fix It t-shirts, along with the OG t-shirts, Doom Sled and XB and sticker packs, that all that stuff is now back in stock and online on the store. I'll have the description below in the link, so if anyone is interested in checking that out, that'd be great. And I will see you all on an upcoming episode of The Iron Empire. Cheers, guys.